right, greetings and welcome. Thanks everyone for attending tonight's ambassador meeting. And for those of you watching this recording, we thank you all so much for your continued support and being a Reach ambassador. So thank you all for that. We don't want to keep you all evening, so we do have a couple things we'd like to cover today. But like we always do, we start off all of our Reach meetings with our vision and our mission here at Reach. So the vision of Reach Cyber Charter School is to inspire and nurture future success for all our students. And our mission is to promote academic growth and cultivate curiosity through STEM opportunities, personal K-12 instruction, and career exploration. So remember, as ambassadors, those are the three talking points we'd like to talk about. The STEM opportunities we do, the career exploration as well, and then the socialization opportunities. So again, welcome everyone for just joining us to Reach's ambassador meeting. We thank you all, but we do have a special guest here today with us. We have our wonderful CEO, Jane Swan, who wanted to actually take the time to talk to our wonderful and fantastic ambassadors, to kind of see how your year's going, and also to kind of talk about how you can advocate for us on the next slide. So Jane, take it away.
Thanks so much, Doug. Good evening, everyone. It looks like you're able to hear me, so that's the good news of the night. Welcome, and thank you for all you do as a Reach ambassador. So glad that you are part of our school, and just so glad that you're here to represent Reach and continue to do the great work to spread the word about everyone and everything. I have a couple of questions and would love to entertain some answers if you have a time and would like to share a little bit first about how is your year going. Would love to hear from one of our ambassadors or all of our ambassadors are in the room. Anybody care to share? How's your year going?
And if you prefer, you can use the chat pod. It also says for those watching this recording, you can just email us as well at outreach@reachcyber.org. But if you're in the room and would like to talk, you can raise your hand or just feel free to use the camera and microphone.
And feel free to choose any of those. So, all right, Samantha. Good to see you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Oh.
I think you're good.
Okay, thank you. My name is Kimmy Simon, and I am Blake Simon, mom. And I just wanted to say this is our first year with Reach, and he is really enjoying it. He is doing really, I think he's doing fairly well. He does all the live classes. He never complains about going to school. And so, yeah, I think, for us, it's going very well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kimmy. What grade is your son in?
He's in 5th grade.
5th grade. Awesome.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you for that. Anyone else? And really can share about any of those questions. You can share how the schedule's going, how are the support services, any of those questions would love to hear from you. Good to see if anybody wrote anything in chat here, Doug.
I can go next if you want me to.
Would love to, Samantha. Go ahead.
Our year's going good. Like at the beginning of the year was like a little rocky at first, till I actually got him the support that he needed, and then now like he knows it's like towards the end of the year, and he just like took off like a bat out of hell. Like he's cruising, like, and he loves it, and he's making new friends, and like I love my position, like being a mom and being able to be around all the other kids and planning all these wonderful field trips I have coming up. I'm so excited that I'm able to get back in the hang of things for that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And what grade is your son in?
He's in 1st grade.
Oh, 1st grade.
Yep, he's in 1st grade.
Very good. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. And Jane, I think like it'd probably just be best if we kind of talk about the next slide, if you're okay with that.
That's great. Yep.
As long as all the ambassadors know, just please, at any time, we welcome your feedback, your input. You have our email address. It's just outreach@reachcyber.org. You know, I plug that all the time if you need more ambassador stuff as well. You know, but there is, you know, just some government affairs that we wanted to have Jane kind of talk to you about. And as ambassadors, we could really use your support on this.
We sure can, and I'm sure many of you know already and have heard the scuttlebutt out there from Governor Shapiro and the proposed statewide cyber charter school rate of $8,000. They really are wanting, he is proposing a cut, which would be a substantial cut from the money that you pay in your local district, just so you know. And the average is anywhere from 8,000 to up as high as 26,000, depending where people live, right? Because that's how taxes go. Currently, we receive 75 cents on the dollar compared to the traditional public schools. So they get to keep 25% of the money. I don't know if you know that or not. And that's just the way everything is set up. So they already keep that money for doing nothing. And they would like to cut even more. So we really feel like that's not fair. Why should your children, our children, deserve any less than anything that anyone's getting in the traditional public school? I don't know. I don't think anybody deserves any less. It would certainly represent a huge cut for us, about 37 million. We've got lots of folks who are supporting your students across the school. I think we're up to 837 employees right now, doing amazing things, from family mentors to school counselors to teachers to this great team here, of course, and all of us. So we are asking you to contact your legislator. The information is there. To write your letters, we have a template all set up for you. You can add some personal information, tell your story a little bit. I've already written to my local rep and my senator, and we'll be visiting some folks in the Capitol in the upcoming months. Any of those visits also are really important and really good to do. If you can take your child and visit, wow, how impactful that would be as well. We will be also working as we move through the spring to try to get some of our reps to visit classrooms and see all of the great things that are happening here at Reach. So I'll kind of stop there. I am going to meet on Thursday. I have another meeting open up to all families. But if you have any questions about that, feel free to let me know. Real easy to follow directions. So as you're looking at this recording, you can see that how you can find the template and what you can do to actually send the letter to your legislator by clicking on that little envelope there. That works for most of them, not always, but you can send an email as well.
All right, so thank you so much for taking some time, Jane, to talk with us ambassadors, and
Oh, of course.
we definitely appreciate everything you're doing to support our school as well. So thank you, and we appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Yep. All right, for the rest of my ambassadors, we're going to go ahead and keep going on with our meeting here. This kind of goes in play with, you know, what we're have planned for promotion wise here at Reach. But as most of you know, we're always looking for awesome testimonials, right? That's kind of why Jane was asking those questions. We want to hear about our awesome ambassadors, how your year's going. You know, hey, also you're great advocates. You know, I always say word of mouth enrollments is one of the best ways that we actually get enrollments here. So why not also, you know, talk about your experiences? We're looking to highlight our testimonials on our website, promote them through social media as well. So I will follow up with all of you in a follow-up email, but what I wanted to do is in the chat pod for the ambassadors that we have now, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and fill out that link if you wanted to participate in these testimonials. Again, we're really looking forward, we're looking to highlight all of our ambassadors and how they succeed and how their children succeed here at Reach. As I also said, you know, one of the great things to do for our ambassadors or our ambassadors can do is go ahead and promote our upcoming virtual information sessions. Statistically, we have like about 85 75% of the families that come to our enrollment sessions end up enrolling with us. So I always like to plug it at all of my ambassador meetings, but just remember this this website address, reachcyber.org, right? It's www.reachcyber.org, but just hit /outreach. It takes you right to the sign up page for our information session page, or for our information sessions. So I'll put that in the link as well. If you're so inclined to click on that and bookmark it and share that as much as you want, by all means, please go ahead and do so. But my spiel on the virtual sessions, we host our general sessions. They are for grades kindergarten through 12th grade, really informative on all grade levels, but we also have specialized virtual sessions as well. So we have a high school session and a middle school session, a kindergarten session, and a K-2 session. So if someone's specifically wanting to learn a little bit more about those programs, we have grade level teachers in there teaching on or talking about them at those virtual sessions as well. And just to let you know, we do have an on-demand feature as well. So if someone's like, hey, I can't make those virtual times, they can just go ahead and click on the on-demand link as well. Samantha, you have a question?
Yes, I do. I was wondering if, like, as I was filling out that paper, it said something about setting up a table. Like, I was wondering if I could possibly do that at one of my events in May.
Absolutely. Yes, I will reach out to you via email tomorrow if that works.
Okay.
But yes,
I don't know if Kristen's okay with it or not, because it's a ball game, so like it's a school event day there.
Is it,
and
are you, which stadium is that at?
It's at the Washington Wild Things.
Okay, yeah, we're actually, Jed is my man right here, and he actually is in talks with the Washington Wild Things. So I'll see if we can coordinate when you're going to be there as well for getting a table. So we'll follow back
Yeah,
up with you.
it's the 15th of May, and it's
Okay.
a morning. It's in the
Okay.
morning. Like, I have all the information. I can send it to you.
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine. Yeah, it's on their
I
educational
forgot
day.
to talk to Kristen about it today. Yeah, I had a meeting with
Sure.
Kristen earlier, and I was like, it kind of like blew my mind to like ask her earlier, and I was like, because I had 900 things going on, and I was like, oh man, I forgot to ask her.
Well, you're here now and you're talking about it, and I think that's definitely something that's doable. So yeah, I mean, if you want to send it over to me, that's great. Otherwise, Jed and I can
Okay.
talk with Kristen and figure out, if we can get there to assist on that. But I think it's doable. I really do. I think that's a great opportunity,
Yeah, I can
especially.
send you the email and stuff that I have with all the information on it. I can forward it
Sure.
over to you. That way
Please
that you
do.
have it as well.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually, when they did the educational days last year, I was at the Allentown Iron Pigs, and it was quite a spectacle with like busloads and busloads of kids coming, but it was definitely a good opportunity for us. So yes, I'd love that suggestion, and all suggestions. That actually kind of ties me into the next couple slides, but where would I be without going over our monthly bronze winner? And Starlet couldn't attend today. She said, she apologizes, but Starlet, there's the round of applause for you. Congratulations. For those of you that are new ambassadors, for every enrollment you get, you move up the ambassador prize chart. So you want to make sure you fill out your forms that we have so we can track that. Again, I'm going to include those links for you as well, but the prize chart, moving ahead a couple of slides, for even just for one enrollment, that moves you up into the Bronze Star level. I think, Samantha, you're actually a Bronze Star awardee as well.
Yes.
So we have about 6 or 7 Bronze Star winners, and we've yet to have our Silver Star. And with a Silver Star, that means they've enrolled 3 families. They've gotten 3 families to enroll here. We have a couple ambassadors that are bronze, teetering on that one more enrollment to getting the Silver Star. So just remember, if you get that Silver Star, they have a monthly drawing as well. So our prize winner was, again, Starlet for the month of February. So congratulations, Starlet. And just remember, once you hit that Bronze Star and you hit that Silver Star, you're you're not going to decrease until the year resets on July 1st. So Samantha, I think you hit it early this year as well. So you're eligible for that monthly prize every single month over and over again. And that's one of the great things when we built this ambassador program out, was to make sure that, you know, we're rewarding the families for just spreading the good word about how awesome Reach is, you know. So again, we appreciate everything that you do. And remember, if you get a family to go to an info session, just tell them, you know, when they sign up, it says, how'd you hear about us? They can put Ambassador Sam Burgess, you know, or they can put your name. That helps with the tracking. We also have a form that you can fill out to also assist with the tracking. Like I said, ultimately, once they enroll, we're able to tag that and award you that enrollment. But we're definitely, you know, it speeds up the process if they list as well, whether at an info session or during the enrollment process. It'll say, how'd you hear about us? If they just put your name, that just helps with the tracking process as well. So with that said, like I said, I'm going to send a follow-up email out to all of you, you know, with those links to those forms. We talked about the prize chart as well. This is the ambassador referral form. So remember, I will send this link out for all those watching this recording. If you provide as much info as you can when you contact or talk with this family, that helps us as well with following up with them. So if it's your neighbor, you know, and you fill out this form, it's like, hey, this is my neighbor. They know my child enrolls here. That way, when we reach out to them, we could be like, oh, well, you know, Samantha, your neighbor, you know, so any information you can provide to us, that helps us with customizing like an info session for them, or assisting with any questions that they have specifically about whether it be their grade level or they're interested in careers. You know, it does help by filling out that form. So again, those prize charts, we only have the bronze stars right now. We still are looking for our silver stars. If you enroll 5 or more, you get the gold star. And then heck, that all-star, this is like my all-time goal before I retire here, would be to have at least 1 or 2 all-stars. And those are, you know, who ambassadors who go above and beyond. But, you know, they're getting like 10 plus enrollments here at Reach within the given year. But again, if you make that prize level, you have until July to earn those really awesome top monthly prizes. So again, more incentive for you, but more of a thank you for all of the awesome things that you do. So if you haven't gotten to the bronze star level yet, there's still hope, right? We actually reset July 1st. So as I say, just go out there, talk to your friends and family members. You know, a lot of times they're like, hey, what is it your child does? Or where do they go to school? And you start saying, well, they go to Reach and they do all this fun stuff and they're doing career readiness. You know, sometimes they're like, wow, well, how come I didn't even know about this? So just by talking to friends and families is a great way, you know, just send them to our info sessions as well. We want them, you know, to come learn a little bit more about our program. And like I said, that the families that come to our info sessions are really proactive. They're really involved. They want a better education for their child. So bring them there. I'll do the rest, right? But you get them there. We will actually tag that as an enrollment for you. Hand out items from your ambassador kit. So I was just in Harrisburg yesterday, I believe. Yeah, it was yesterday. We have mailed out all of the ambassador kits for all the new ambassadors, so we should be up to date. So if you have not received an ambassador kit, just let me know. I will make sure I'll get one out to you. But the ambassador kit has your ambassador t-shirt. It has the nice little handy dandy Reach ambassador pin, if you can see that. I like them. It was upside down. I apologize. You get the nice pin. You get a nice little what is it? A keychain, and then you get all the pamphlets and handouts as well. So at any time, if you need more materials, you just email us. We're going to send out more brochures, more flyers. You need pull tabs for the libraries. I got you covered, right? And I know there were some ambassadors that even said they were inquiring about personalized virtual sessions. I can absolutely do that as well. If you have a group of families or you network or you work with some social organizations, I'd be more than happy to do personal virtual sessions for you as well. You can by all means assist at the virtual sessions. And then one thing I'm going to put out in the chat pod, we discussed this last month, but if you have any tabling opportunities in your area, you know, whether it be a local fair, I know there's some Easter egg hunts happening. You're the ones that are in your local community. You might know of the most awesome event that's like a local thing. Let us in on it, right? So there's that link. If you want to include some information about some tabling event opportunities that you think Reach would be a great asset at, by all means, let us know. We just signed up for the York Autism Walk actually, it's at the York College now. It's inside. It used to be at the York Revolution Stadium. So we're looking for opportunities all the time where we can get out there, spread the great word about Reach, maybe have a tabling opportunity there, you know, and some giveaways. Our Lego Plinko board is also a great hit. So we got a lot of cool stuff to give our kids as well. So remember those ambassador kits, there's that t-shirt that you'll get as well. If at any time you need more materials, by all means, please just shoot us that email. We also have the documents in Spanish as well. So if you need them or Spanish documents, we're able to provide them for you as well. As always, we will follow up with you with this quick links. You know, it'll include the links to all of these recordings, all the forms, the documents that you may need. If you haven't done so already as a new ambassador, just make sure you fill out the ambassador agreement form. You can sign that. That is a digital form and a digital document. If I know myself, I have it ready for you, and I do. So here you go in the chat pod. Again, we'll follow up with you all who are watching the recording with the links to these documents. But if you're a new ambassador here today, feel free to fill out that form, send it over to us. Again, you just email us at outreach@reachcyber.org. That makes you an official ambassador, allows you to bump up that prize chart. Whew. All right. I talked fast because I wanted to get done by 6:30 today. I think we're going to do it. Our next ambassador meeting is Tuesday, March 25th at 3:00 p.m. Or if you prefer the next day, we're doing it Wednesday, March 26th at 6:00 p.m. By all means, you know, you don't have to attend both because it's the same meeting, but we do the recording. Next month, we're going to be talking about all the spring opportunity tabling events that we're going to ask for your assistance at. So all those ideas that you're giving me within the next week from those forms that I sent, that'd be awesome. But we do definitely, we're still going to talk about promoting and contacting your legislators as well, because that is very important to us. But lastly, you know, thank you so much for being a Reach ambassador, for taking some time, 6:00 on a Tuesday, right, to learn a little bit more. Jane, thank you again for attending today. If anyone has any questions, we're going to stick around. By all means, you're free to go, but thank you so much for your support.
Yes, thank you, everyone. I just want to jump in and thank Doug and the team and thank all of you for being ambassadors and just spreading the word about Reach. We're so grateful to all of you for all that you do. Thanks so much.